Steve Hall Oil Company in Davis.
Have you just completed a masterpiece and need to get it to Grandma in a hurry? We're with our new fax service at Mayo's Office Supply. With our fax service, you can send messages, documents, drawings, photographs, and other materials at the speed of light from anyone to anywhere in the world. More and more businesses are using fax machines. So fax your drawing today to Grandma's or anywhere from Mayo's at 2nd and Sulphur.
Welcome to the news, folks. You're watching right now. We do have quite a bit of the old dilapidated homes being burnt right here in the city of Sulphur. In fact, as I speak, they're having one over on the east side of town that the fire department is going over to kind of cool it down. They're burning two over there at the same time. This one was out in the southwestern part of Sulphur yesterday. They're going to be doing this quite a bit, so if you do see some big dark smoke, heavy clouds coming up from different areas in the city of Sulphur, this will be the destruction of some of those dilapidated homes that the city's been working on now for several months. They've finally got the approval to go ahead and tear them down, burn them, and clear the lots off, so they will be working quite a bit on those around the area for the next couple of 3 weeks, more than likely. And like I say, as we speak, you might have heard the siren. They are going over to the eastern part of Sulphur now to cool one down that's really bellowing some dark smoke and clouds up over there. We've got a dance schedule. It's coming up on Friday, July the 20th. It will be at the Sulphur High School cafeteria. It's being sponsored by the Arbuckle Drug and Child Abuse Prevention Council and also the Sulphur Key Club. The Key Club is a spin-off of the Kiwanis. So they will be sponsoring that for all school-age students in the Davis and Sulphur area. There will be charge on that dance, but that will include refreshments, so you might as well mark that down on your calendars. It will start at 2:30 now on Friday the 20th at the Sulphur High School cafeteria, and that should be a lot of fun there. Music's going to be furnished by DJ Special Request, so that ought to be a lot of fun. Also, I need to remind you about the commodities that will be given out starting on Wednesday. Be Wednesday and Thursday for Sulphur from 9 until 4 at the Commodity Center out northwest of Sulphur. Davis, yours will be on June the 19th. That's Thursday from 9 until 3. That will be at the American Legion building right on Main Street in Sulphur. Doherty's is on June the 18th from 9 until 3, and Oak Grove's is on the 19th from 10 until they get them all distributed out north of Sulphur here. Also, Charlene Rose wants to remind everybody now that the Davis Head Start will start enrollment tomorrow. That's located on 701 East Benton. That's right to the city park there, that building right on the north edge of the city park. Enrollment will be from 9 until 3. You do need to bring your shot record, your verification of income, also your Social Security number, and this will be for the 3 and 4 years olders. If you need to call Charlene and visit with her a little bit about that, her number is 622-5700. And we did get Sonny Bright to go over to the old Webb apartment building today with us. As you probably noticed, they are renovating that thing, and also Phil Key's working on his parking lot right there on the corner. It's going to be a beautiful location when they get it completed. But we did talk to Sonny about what all is going to be taking place there. Got him on tape, and we'll show you that right after this commercial message.
City Drug, your value-right pharmacy, continues to be your hometown drugstore. When it comes to your health, we're here to offer help in finding the products you need. Our computerized service helps process prescriptions faster and better than ever. Other products include cosmetics like Max Factor, Coty, and our new line of Physicians Formula Cosmetics. From greeting cards to our old-time fountain service, you'll find out what a hometown drugstore is all about. Good health to you from City Drug in Davis. It's a Showtime free preview July 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. That's right. Sit back and enjoy Showtime absolutely free. Enjoy movies, comedy, family programming, music, and more. Right now, you can buy 1 month of Showtime and get the second month free and get installation for only $10. To sign up for great savings, call 622-2575 or 369-2659. And don't miss Showtime and Harmon Cable's free preview on Channel 19, July 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. The Automotive, your Parts Plus auto store, has just about everything under the sun that you need for that weekend fix-it job or just to keep your business going through the week. Quality parts at down-to-earth prices and the expertise to help you find the right part or accessory to fit your particular need. Keep your car or truck in top-notch condition by visiting the Automotive, your Parts Plus auto store in Sulphur.
The Chickasaw Telephone Company has taken over the old Webb Apartments on 11th Street right by the Sulphur Community Bank. We got Sonny over to visit with us today about some of the things that they will be doing to the building. Also, I visited with Exa Webb the other day, and she tells us that the basement in that thing used to be a real good cafe, and it had all the best food in town at that time. The building was built back in the 1920s, from what they tell me. But we did get Sonny to explain to us what the phone company's going to do with us. Let's watch that now. Well, Sonny, I understand that the Chickasaw Telephone Company now has purchased the old Webb building, and you're going to revamp it?
That's right, BJ. As you can see, we're in the process now of cleaning it up, so to speak.
Are you going to be working on any type of a timetable, Sonny? Do y'all have a projected date and site that you'd like to complete it?
Oh, not a exact date, but of course we hope to have it 6 months to a year, less than a year anyway. Have it fixed.
What are you going to utilize it for originally?
Well, originally we're going to use it ourselves. We're needing some space, and we originally will have our telco supply unit up here.
And that will be on the bottom floor?
Now, we probably use both of them for a while.
Well, you need a warehouse with that telco, don't you?
Right, we do.
Okay.
We do. We're sitting on top of one another out there where we are.
Sonny, when was the old Webb building built?
My understanding is built in 1920 by a man named Buchanan. And as you can see when we toured this a while ago, it is solid. The damage that is apparent is really the bulk of the damage, really.
It's superficial anyway. It's
Superficial.
You say that there is some outstanding timber in this old building. I've never heard of where you can get no knots in some.
Some of those old Super 12s are solid as they can be. There's no knots. And, of course, you don't want to try to drive a nail in them either.
Well, Sonny, this is close to Phil's new parking lot, and he's going to build his gazebo over there. Have y'all got any plans now in the future, maybe building this right on over to Phil's parking lot?
Well, yes, we have. Phil and I have been talking, and it's just coincidental that Phil started on his about the same time we acquired this building here, so that worked out good. But Phil and I have talked about some plans to blend the whole block in together, so to speak.
Oh, that'd be beautiful.
I think it will look really good.
Sonny, about 4 years ago, y'all were thinking about maybe building some type of office complex right over east of the existing telephone company. Is that still on the drawing board, or?
No, that's basically in the back burner right now. It's on hold.
Okay. Are you utilizing all that space there that you still got there on the corner where automotive used to be in the old Pete Cole's service station?
Yeah, as you know, Pete's Cole service station is a lawnmower repair, basically, and edgers, I guess, any small engine. And the old automotive building right now, there again, been cramped for space. We did have that rented to Schrader Insulation, and right now we're using it ourselves again.
Well, Sonny, you know, a lot of people just, when you say Chickasaw Telephone Company, they think it's just a phone company and that's all, but y'all have branched out into different things. In fact, didn't you put in a new phone system at the state capitol here just recently?
That was 2 years ago. We got the bid for the state capitol, and about 2 months ago, we did a big job for the city of Oklahoma City, downtown Oklahoma City.
And then Telco is actually owned by the Chickasaw Telephone Company.
Right. Telco is a subsidiary of Chickasaw Telephone Company.
What do they do?
Telco basically is a construction company, and they sell telephone systems outside of our trade territory.
Mm-hmm.
And that gives them the freedom to bid on any jobs that they see fit they want to.
Well, how about their equipment now? If they have their office and warehouse here, they can't store their heavy equipment around here.
No, there'll be no equipment down here. They will continue to rent space from from Chickasaw Telephone Company. That's the warehouse for their equipment.
Out north.
Out north of town. There'll be no equipment down here. There'll be no machinery or anything like that visible.
Okay, well, Sonny, if you will, if we can, we'll come back after we get a little bit further along on this thing and get another update and let everybody know how things is coming.
I would like that, BJ.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay.
Sonny Bride, he is the president of the Chickasaw Telephone Company, and they are starting to work on that. Sonny told me that they're working on the roof right now. They want to get all of the roof patched, and then I think they're going to put on a brand new roof for that thing, and then they will start working on the inside. And like he was telling us, they want to get the ground floor completed first, and they'll start building that into offices and warehouses and supply rooms for the telco company. But just as soon as they get a little bit further along on that, we will go over and give you an update on it, because they are going to do some beautiful things with that building. And it is a good, sound, beautiful building after they get it cleaned up and start making some of the repairs on it. Well, we had the champs here today. Neil and I went down to high school this morning and got the championship cheerleaders for this area. They brought home all of the awards. We got that on tape, and we'll show it to you right after this commercial message.
If you're looking for great savings, come on into Cooper's, Murray County's general store. From auto parts to light fixtures, duct tape to lawnmowers, we've got what you need to get the job done. So don't just sit there. Get those little honeydews done by coming to Cooper's for expert service and instruction. Cooper's, 207 East Main in Davis, Murray County's general store. It's crystal clear that the best gifts in Murray County come from Billy's Giftery in Davis. Billy's has a large selection of beautiful 24% lead crystal and elegant serving pieces. A perfect gift to select for the bride-to-be. Brides registering at Billy's Giftery may choose their Noritake china or stoneware and Oneida stainless. All gifts are wrapped and delivered free. Billy's Giftery also offers a fine line of party supplies for every occasion. Billy's Giftery, the hallmark of Murray County.
Gotta run. Goodbye, birthday girl.
Bye, Daddy. Love you. Don't forget my birthday party, Daddy.
You chose not to slow down for a construction zone. This is the next 60 minutes of your life.
Move it! Oh, God!
Let's go. Hold the side V. Bilateral femur fracture, one massive head injury.
He's going into shock. Blood pressure 60 over 40.
Sir, you're under arrest. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can will be used against you in a court of law.
No pulse.
He's going into arrest.
We're losing.
Did you make a wish? I wish Daddy would come home.
Oklahoma roads can be highways or dieways. The choice is yours.
Folks, they did win last Friday, and they're going to be invited now to the regionals. This will be in Tulsa in November, and if they place there, they will be invited to go to Florida. So the girls are going to be having some good trips on this. They did win all overall champs. We got them doing a couple of routines, so let's watch this now. Lori, you have got something to be proud of. I'll tell you, after I was told yesterday, Joe called me, Joe Freeman, and said that you guys had walked off with all the prizes over there. That's quite an feat for the Sulphur Bulldogs. If you will, let's give these guys a little credit. If we'll just go down through and let them introduce themselves and give little bit more.
Okay. I'm Sandra Warner. My parents are Bill and Dolores Warner, and I'll be a junior next year. We've got a shy one. Or she's trying to be shy. We know better. I'm Shannon Mobley. My parents are Gary and Donna Mobley, and I'll be a sophomore next year.
I'm Crystal Brewer. My mother's Mary Brewer, and I'll be a junior next year.
My name's Carrie McGill. My parents are Rita and Benny McGill, and I'll be a sophomore.
My name is Lori Freeman. My parents are Joe and Gary Freeman. I'll be a sophomore. I'm Missy Watson, and my parents are Alan Watson and Regina Moss, and I'm going to be a sophomore at Sulphur High next year. I'm Heather Givens. My parents are Roy and Linda Givens, and I'll be a sophomore next year. I'm Amy Dixon, and my parents are Jim and Mary Alice Dixon, and I'll be a sophomore.
Hey, Lori, that young lady right there said she's going to take credit for that award, and she didn't do it. Now, if you will, let's show them, the folks, the award. Now, what is this?
This is the Camp Champion 1990. The girls competed in a cheer competition and the chant competition, and the girls were named as the best chant in the competition, and they got the Camp Champion trophy.
Now, we're talking about 18 schools involved, aren't we? Now, how about the blue ribbon?
Okay, each night the squads were evaluated on a cheer that they learned at camp, and they got ribbons, blue, red, and white ribbons, and every night our squad got superior ribbons.
Okay, and then I noticed the next one is pom-poms.
Yes, Thursday night, a bunch of Sulphur fans came over, and the pom-pom competition was Thursday night. And the girls worked real hard for the week before camp, and they got the pom-pom routine together. And Crystal Brewer, she was our choreographer. And the girls got a superior rating for their pom-poms and also got the Pom-Pom Champion 1990.
And they beat out a very good Falls Valley team.
Yes, they did.
16 members was in that group.
They were a real good group, and our girls beat them out.
Now the yellow ribbon.
The yellow ribbons are for the dances. The superior ribbon one night was won for the pom-pom routine, and then Friday morning we took our best members of the squad and split them up into different categories, and Crystal and Shelley Barnes went to the dance competition, and they both came back with the superior ribbon.
Okay, now the next one, I think that young lady won that in herself.
She played a big part in winning that, I guarantee it. This award, each of the schools, secret ballot, voted for the school that they thought had the most spirit, and Sulphur High School won.
That probably means more than the rest
It does. It means more to me because it was voted by their peers.
Yeah, the 18 schools voted, and Sulphur was voted the best, right? Okay,
that's right.
That's wonderful. And then the additional blue ribbon?
The additional blue ribbons, let's see, Shannon Warren, Shannon Mobley, Carrie McGill, and Lori Freeman each went to the partner stunt competition, and they all came back with a blue ribbon, and Amy Dixon went with them. Misty and Amy Hill went to the cheer competition and brought back a superior rating, and Jill Fogel and Heather Givens went to the chant competition and came back with a superior ribbon, and Crystal and Shelley went to the dance and got superior ratings.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's good. Listen, gang, congratulations on beating Falls Valley. Thank y'all. Have a good year.
Thank you.
Thank you, lad. They did. They were probably favored, the Falls Valley group was. They had about 16 girls with them, but our 11 girls went over from Sulphur and did take all the honors. So congratulations to those ladies one more time. Folks, we got a real good weather outlook coming up, plus another couple of items that will be of interest to Maury County, and we'll bring you that right after this commercial message.
Only your Prudential representative goes above and beyond with a pre-review of your auto insurance.
Moore Insurance Agency, the Prudential agent in Maury County, located at 1302 West Broadway in Sulphur. Order the Disney Channel from Harmon Cable today. Mornings and afternoons are for kids with programming that's educational as well as entertaining. Early evenings, there is programming the whole family will want to share together. And when the kids are off to bed, there's Disney Nighttime for adults. Classic movies, award-winning specials, and documentaries just for you. Order the Disney Channel from Harmon Cable today. Everything garden can be found at Stillwater Milling in Davis. We have a wide array of flowers and vegetable seeds and seedlings. Stillwater Milling is known for great prices on A&M pet foods and supplies. Our yard is filled with everything for your fencing needs, including feeders and sprayers for your lawn and garden. We carry high-quality, durable products such as lacrosse insulated boots and Carhartt coveralls and jackets. Stillwater Milling, 200 South A in Davis.
Folks, our friends to the north want us to remind you now that they are going to have their Peach Festival. It's starting actually on the 19th. It'll start with the rodeo, and then they will be crowning the rodeo princess and queen. Then on Friday, July the 20th, they'll have the rodeo starting at 8 o'clock. That is Senior Citizens Night. All senior citizens can get in at half price. Then on Friday, or Saturday, July the 21st, they will have the rodeo, and then they will be crowning of the Peach Festival princess and queen. And they've got a pretty good lineup of some activities going on. The horse show will be from 10 until 3 that day. The Money in the Jar contest will be from 10 until 3. That means you guess the amount of money in the jar. Then at 11 o'clock, they're going to have the rolling pin throwing contest. At 11 o'clock, they got their liars contest. Each contestant will be given 2 minutes to lay it on the line. Then at 11:30, they'll have their peach eating contest. At 1 o'clock, they will have their peach auction. Then at 1, also, they'll have their Money in the Haystack. This is for 5 years of age and younger. Then they'll have their 1:30, they'll have their Money in the Haystack for the 6 years old and up. 1:30 also, they'll have their peach judging. Then at 2 o'clock, they're going to have their turtle race. And then at 2 o'clock, they got their free ice cream donated by the Chamber of Commerce in Stratford, Oklahoma. And then at 2:30, they have frisbee throws. And then at 3 o'clock, they got their ugly dog and best dressed dog contest. So that's all going to be taking place over at Stratford starting on Thursday, the 19th, and running through Saturday. And that always is a big affair over there. They do have some real good ice cream, so you might want to turn out for that. Well, we are going to get a little rain, it looks like, folks. We have some in our forecast now. The sunrise right here in Murray County is at 6:31, setting around 8:36. And we've got a big low moving into the state. In fact, tomorrow's map is going to show it. It's going to be right over the state of Oklahoma. There is a low-pressure trough between these two highs there, the one over Four Corners and the one out on the eastern seaboard. That's causing the trough right up between those two highs, and it's coming over the eastern part of Oklahoma and the western part of Arkansas. So a lot of that moisture is coming up out of the Gulf of Mexico. In fact, it's raining in Dallas right now, and that is moving this way very slowly. The jet stream is way on up north along the Canadian and the United States border, but there is one of those breaking off and coming down through our area, through the troughs, and that's going to key off a little moisture for us, we hope. As you can see by this Harmon Cablevision map, we've got plenty of moisture over Texas and Arkansas and Oklahoma and Louisiana. So it's going to be rainy pattern for us for about the next 5 days. In fact, today it's been misting already. So tonight now we'll be cloudy, mild, about 69. South wind 5 to 15, about a 30% chance of rain. Wednesday, partly cloudy and a little bit warmer, about 87. Going down to 71 Wednesday night, still about a 20% chance. Thursday and Friday, we're going to have a couple of carbon copy days. It's going to be partly cloudy, about a 20% chance of rain both days. In the low 90s for Thursday and Friday, and going down to about 72 both Thursday and Friday. And then also they're saying now that we're predicting no rain for the weekends, but now they're talking about that it might even be a little bit rain for the weekend. So we'll watch that real close and bring it to you probably by tomorrow at 12:30 newscast. They will have it nailed down pretty close for the weekend. We'll bring that to you. That's about all the time we got for today, folks. Channel 7 News and BJ Fields. Thanks for watching. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Maury County News. We did have our little meeting yesterday afternoon over to Maury County Courthouse with the Maury County Election Board and Chester Gibbs and Mr. Jimmy Primrose. They had their meeting yesterday afternoon, and the Maury County Election Board ruled that the contestee would be stricken from the ballot. So they had the meeting lasted just a few minutes. It looked like that probably the election board had already got the decision from United States District Court over in Muskogee, where they had already told them that the final judgment rendered in June of 1988 called for a 1-year imprisonment and a $1,000 fine for a single count of mail fraud. And that would have been the only thing that would have prevented Mr. Primrose's name from being left on the ballot this year. So they'd like to say Frank Gibbard, he is the president of the election board, and Wanda McBee, the secretary of the Maury County Election Board, did vote yesterday to go ahead, and the contestee was taken off of the ballot that will be coming up now in the next election. Folks, we do have our commodities being given out now right here in Maury County. We do need to remind you of the dates and times. Sulphur is 18th and 19th. That's Wednesday and Thursday at the Nutrition Center out the northwest corner of Sulphur from 9 until 4. Davis, yours is on Thursday the 19th from 9 until 3 at the American Legion building. If you do happen to have anybody living or know someone in Doherty that needs to know when their commodities will be given out, Doherty's is June the 18th. That will be today from 9 until 3, Senior Citizens building there. And in Oak Grove will be tomorrow from 10 a.m. until they get them all distributed out at Oak Grove, and that will also be at the Senior Citizens Building in Oak Grove. Another thing that come up, got a little blip on it yesterday, and some of you senior citizens might be interested in this. Any of the AARP members is more than welcome to attend. They are going to have a Five Alive driving course. It's scheduled for the 25th and 26th over at the American Legion Hall in Ada. It will be from 1 until 5 each day. You do need to call if you're planning on going. We visited with those folks, and they said if we have anybody from Maury County that would like to attend this 55 Alive, you can call this number, 332-4410, and tell them that you're from Maury County and you'd like to attend. It will cost you $7, but you're more than welcome to attend that if you are 55 years of age or older. This 55 Alive is a defensive driving program designed just for those folks 55 years of age and older, and that will be in Ada now. Folks, we got to visit with our brand new administrator out at the park today, Mrs. Betty Wagner. She's moved into the area now, and she started work out there yesterday. So we went out and visited with her. We've got her on tape, and we'll give you a chance to meet her right after this commercial message.
Take good care of your auto by taking it in for regular service at Walmart Auto Center. For alignment, batteries, tires, lubes, brakes, and advanced diagnostic services, Walmart Auto Center has got you covered. For the fix-it-yourselfer, the Auto Center carries a full line of tires, oils, cables, and many other accessories. You'll find plenty of help on hand to make finding the right parts easy. Open from 8 to 6 Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 on Saturday. Walmart Auto Center is here when you need them. At Stillwater Milling in Davis, you'll find out that we're not just a feed and seed. At our Agri Center, you'll find everything for your home and garden, like fertilizer, rubber boots, veterinary supplies, pottery, work clothes, seeds, plants, garden supplies, and pet food. Stillwater Milling has all this and more. Start your lawn and garden off on the right foot this year with fine, high-yield, and ortho products. Don't hesitate to give us a call if you have any questions about your lawn or garden. Stillwater Milling Company, 200 South A in Davis. First National Bank offers a variety of checking accounts with one that's just right for you. Try our regular account with competitive rates or our First Flight Club checking with low monthly service charges and a surplus of special benefits, including hotel and car discounts, free checks, and up to 10 free copies per month. First National Bank has interest-earning now accounts for individual and commercial accounts. First National Bank in Davis. Continuous banking since 1895. Member FDIC.
Betty Wagner and her husband, Dave, are here in Sulphur, and Betty's at work this morning when we went out to the park and got to visit with her. She tells us all about where she's been and what she's been doing for the National Park Service, so let's watch that now. Betty, let me welcome you to Murray County and to the National Park here in Sulphur. What do you think of this little park now?
Oh, it's beautiful.
You've been all over. I know that. I've read some of that places you've been. So how do you compare with our park with some of the places you've been? Is it as beautiful and as pleasant?
Yes, it is. It's quite different from what I'm used to. I've gone to the National Monuments, historical sites, and this is the first recreational area. It's beautiful.
I love it here. Tell us some of the places you have been. Say, like when you first went to work, where did you start your work with the National Park Service?
Well, I started my work in Fort Smith at the Fort Smith National Historic Site, and I've always been in the administrative division, and I've stayed there a little over 4 years, I guess, and then we moved to Flagstaff, Arizona, to Waputki Sunset Crater, which is primarily Indian ruins and volcanoes. And very interesting spot.
I love Flagstaff, Arizona. That's gorgeous country, and it's nice out there, isn't it? And what is the temperature year-round out there?
Well, last year during the summer, it never got over 85. It's very dry, which takes some getting used to, but it makes it pretty nice.
Sure is pleasant, though, isn't it?
Yes.
Now, let's do about Dave just a minute. Dave was with the Arkansas State Police, and he retired. Is he with you now?
Yes, he is.
And he's going to be your handyman, you say?
He's my handyman.
Okay. You say y'all might live right here in the park. Is that pretty well locked in?
Well, I think so.
If you will now, for just people that don't understand, the administrative officer, what do you do as the administrative officer here for the recreational area?
Well, administrative division takes care of all of your personnel problems or any hiring that you may do, takes care of the budget tracking, things of this nature. We're really a service division almost, I guess you would say, to the other divisions.
Okay. Now, when you mention budget, will you actually work on the budget with Bob then?
Yes, I will.
Okay. Now, what part of that will you be handling?
Well, we'll do tracking more or less for all divisions, but then I'll oversee the budget for the administrative division.
Good. Well, I hope very much that you're happy we're here, and if we can do anything now to help you stay, we'll just holler. And I do want to visit with you a little bit after you get feet on the ground.
All right.
Thank you, Betty. Appreciate
you.
it. Betty Wagner, we will be visiting with her a little bit later on now after you get your feet on the ground out there, and we'll ask her back in and visit with her some more. Now, we've also got a new chief interpreter coming in. That will be to replace Bert Speed. I got to visit with Bert today. He's going to be moving around down to New Mexico for the next 3 weeks. They're making quite a study of this whole region, the Santa Fe region. So Bert has moved on to bigger and better things, and it's quite a job, but he's really enjoying his new job working out of the office in Santa Fe. But anyway, Bertha Martin now will be moving in to take Bert's place. In fact, I understand Beth's already here looking for a home. But she will be moving in from Maryland. She's been working up there, and they do have, her husband Rick is with the National Park Service. I don't think Rick's here yet, but we will try to get Beth on just as soon as we can, and you can meet her. She began her park service in a maintenance position back in Jacksonville, Florida, and she's also been in Kentucky. She's worked in Mississippi and also St. Louis, Missouri, and she's moving here from New York. So she'll have a lot to tell us. We will be visiting her just as soon as we can catch her and talk to her about some of the duties she has had with the National Park Service. Folks, we got a little update on the 14th Street today. We went down by and got them actually working right on the first block north of Broadway there. Got a little update on that, and we'll bring that to you right after this commercial message.
It's a Showtime free preview July 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. That's right, sit back and enjoy Showtime absolutely free. Enjoy movies, comedy, family programming, music, and more. Right now, you can buy 1 month of Showtime and get the second month free, and get installation for only $10. To sign up for great savings, call 622-2575 or 369-2659. And don't miss Showtime and Harmon Cable's free preview on Channel 19, July 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. It's time to play bingo at the Chickasaw Motor Inn in Sulphur. Don't just sit there. Come and enjoy the fun of bingo every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights, with mini games starting at 6:30 and our regular session at 7:30. From B1 to 075, we'll keep you hopping across your cards. The concession stand's open, so come on in and have fun playing bingo at the Chickasaw Motor Inn. West 1st and Muskogee in Sulphur.
Have you just completed a masterpiece and need to get it to Grandma in a hurry? Why not fax it to her with our new fax service at Mayo's Office Supply? With our fax service, you can send messages, documents, drawings, photographs, and other materials at the speed of light from anyone to anywhere in the world. More and more businesses and companies are using fax machines. So fax your drawing today to Grandma's or anywhere from Mayo's at 1010 West 2nd in Sulphur.
I don't imagine there's anybody here in the city of Sulphur that wouldn't agree that we do need quite a bit of work done on 14th. And Jim McLean, the city manager, has been telling us now that they're going to get started on it, and they did. They're working on it all the way up and down. In fact, probably if you can just avoid 14th Street during the next couple of months, you would be ahead of yourself, because the crew's not just concentrated in one area. They're working all along there trying to get everything ready for the overlay. But we caught them working right on the first block between the Sonic and Mazio's today. Did a little blip on that, so let's watch it now.
Folks, Neil and I are out here west of Sulphur today on 14th Street, and as you remember, Jim McLean, the city manager for the city of Sulphur, told us the other day that the crew would be starting here at 17 on Highway 7 or on Broadway, and then working back north to about Oklahoma Street. And the crews are here, as you can tell by the shots that Neil's getting now. They look like they're building the drive for the Sonic. And they've already got the ditches completed on that east side there, and then they will be moving on up north here. And they've got the street blocked off now from about, looks like from Muskogee back down to Broadway. And then they'll be easing their way on up to about Oklahoma. That will be the first phase on revamping this whole road through here. It'll go all the way out to past William Street when we get it completed all the way. So the crews are working. The road is blocked. You'll probably have to be detouring off of 14th now for quite a while. But as you can see now, we are having a lot of headway done. Even if we've got this recent rain, the crews are still working. And looking up north now, it looks like they've got the shoulders all the way repaired and ready to go, as far as I can see, looking up north from where I stand now. So it looks like this road will be ready for blacktop before long. But we'll try to keep you updated as the crews continue to work on 14th Street right here in Sulphur. This is going to be a very well-needed project, and it's going to be a welcome project when it is completed.
Folks, that looks real good. The city crews are doing an outstanding job on that, getting it ready for the overlay. I don't know if you could really tell by that last shot that Neil was getting there, but they've got the shoulders now worked out real well, and the drainage problem looked like it's pretty well solved there, so they can start that overlay. Now, Jim said it would be from Broadway to Oklahoma will be the first overlay phase, and then they'll open that back up to traffic, and then you can be able to detour from the Oklahoma on up north of Williams Drive, actually. Folks, we asked Maddie Tolley to come back in. We had Maddie on here several weeks ago. She's a teacher at Northeastern. She's also worked at the Arbor Memorial Hospital. This year she's kind of working on breast cancer. She come by and give us a real good little article on breast cancer. We're going to try to show a portion of that today, and if we don't get through all of it, we'll show you the rest of it tomorrow. So let's watch a little bit now. We're going to break for commercial first, Neil? Okay, we'll break for commercial, and then we'll bring Maddie to you.
Hey, check out these three. What do you think of the one on the left? Great. But I like them thinner. Well, how about the one on the right? That looks too thin. But how about the luscious one in the middle? Perfect. And we can share.
Only Pizza Hut offers deep pan, thin and crispy, and delicious hand-tossed.
Hi, I'm the leftist one in the middle. All right, maybe I'm not.
Pizza Hut, making it great. Pizza Hut in Sulphur is making it great. It's crystal clear that the best gifts in Murray County come from Billy's Giftery in Davis. Billy's has a large selection of beautiful 24% lead crystal and elegant serving pieces, a perfect gift to select for the bride-to-be. Brides registering at Billy's Giftery may choose their Noritake china or stoneware and Oneida stainless. All gifts are wrapped and delivered free. Billy's Giftery also offers a fine line of party supplies for every occasion. Billy's Giftery, the hallmark of Murray County.
Days of Thunder come the Thunder Racers from Hardee's. Only 99 cents each with any purchase. Collect all 4. And collect Days of Thunder cups with any 32-ounce drink. They're available for a limited time only at Hardee's. Now you can win a Chevy Lumina in the Hardee's Days of Thunder sweepstakes. Your choice of a coupe, sedan, or van. Stop in at a Hardee's near you and enter today.
Maddie did come by, like I say here, about, well, it was on January the 8th to be exact, and she was telling us about some midwifing that she's been involved in. She is a state-qualified midwife, and plus, like I say, she does teach out at the State University out northeast part of Oklahoma, plus she is an RN at the Ardmore Hospital. But she said there have been quite a few breakthroughs in breast cancer and the diagnosis of it. Plus, there's some new tools that you can use. So she gave us a real good interview. So let's watch that now.
You've done this before, haven't you? Natty, let me welcome you back to Channel 7.
Thank you. It's good to be here again this morning.
As I was talking earlier, I still got this note when we visited before back in January, and every time I see that, I think about you. And
thank
you
you.
was going to call me and try to work up some kind of medical program. You never did. What's the matter? You getting lazy on me?
Well, I tell you what, our school, you know, I work at Southwestern during the school year, and end-of-school events caught up with me. But this summer, I'm in the education office over at Memorial at Ardmore, so I'm here.
Great.
And talk about some health concerns today, and maybe we can do some more throughout the summer.
Well, when you get time, just let me know, and we'll schedule it somehow and work it in.
All right.
We got a lot of comments the last time you was here, so I'd like to keep that going. It's good tips. People don't get these things ordinarily unless we do something like this.
That's right.
In fact, they tell me, Maddie, you can have 100 of these brochures laying around, and people won't pick them up. But once you talk about it on television, then they'll start looking for them. So.
Right. You tend to remember what somebody says to you, too, especially if it's somebody you know. And there's so many things we can prevent in healthcare these days.
Yeah, a little prevention. Would you explain this sensor pad to me?
I sure will. You know, one of the main causes of cancer in this country in women is breast cancer. And right now, one out of 11 were the statistics, but it's closer to 1 out of 9 now. Women have breast cancer at some time.
1 out of 9?
Yes.
In the United States?
Yes, in the United States. Probably because we're detecting more, actually, that the numbers have gotten 1 out of 9. The other good news is, though, that if you detect it early, breast cancer doesn't have to be the fearful thing it used to be.
Good.
It used to be if a woman had breast cancer, that was almost a death sentence. But early detection of breast cancer now has written a completely different story. And I have, myself, several friends who are running around cancer-free who had breast cancer. So we're promoting 2 things. One is monthly self-breast exams. And we have classes that are available on that. I have one scheduled at Memorial on the 24th of July. And also I'm available this summer through Memorial, and I'll give you a number before we finish, that if groups of women would like to get together and schedule their own SBE class, self-breast exam, I'm ready to come out and to their place.
Yeah.
Because women like to be in a kind of more private place.
Well, Maddie, it's not a complicated procedure, is it?
No, it's a real simple procedure. It's just a matter of learning how to feel your own breast.
And look what to look for.
And what to look for. And to go along with it now, we have these sensor pads, which are available at the hospital. I'll give you the number. It's a simple-looking little thing, and it is a simple little thing. But what it does is magnify, and I'm going to show you here in a minute how that works. But what it does is to magnify so that you can feel a lump that's even the size of a grain of salt. I know that seems kind of hard to believe. Usually with our fingers, we can feel a lump that's about the size of a pea. But that means that we can, using the sensor, you can find the smallest little lump, the size of a piece of salt. If you go into the doctor and you have a lump the size of a piece of salt, even if it's cancerous, we're talking about taking out a fairly small piece of the breast. We're not even talking about a whole mass section.
Well, Maddie, now, any breast cancer, though, starts really minute.
It starts very small like
and
that.
And then it continues to grow, and
yes.
the longer it grows, the bigger it gets.
And the more danger that some cancer cell has escaped that particular lump and gotten to some other part of the body.
If you detect this as a grain of salt, stage.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to remove the whole breast.
Oh,
then.
no,
You just take
just the piece of the breast,
Okay.
usually.
So it wouldn't be a complete breast
If
removal like most women have been having.
If that's what we call the primary tumor, that's the first cancer you've got. And usually breast cancer is a primary cancer. Now, sometimes breast cancer could be a secondary cancer, so you might already have a cancer in another part of the female system. And they always check the whole system whenever they find one in any part. If you have a breast exam, they'll check the uterus and the ovaries. But in that case, it's a different story. But usually they're primary cancers, and usually you're only talking about a section.
Maddie, what's the statistics on a person that has cancer? If the mother and father has cancer, is the child likely to have cancer more than a youngster that didn't have cancer in his family?
Different types of cancer are different. Some cancers are genetically linked, and breast cancer is one of the cancers that is genetically linked. If your mother or your grandmother or your aunt had breast cancer, then your chances of having it are increased, and you should be very careful about keeping up your SB.
Dan Brown, he's the chairman of the Stop New Taxes Group, delivered a letter to the Secretary of State's office informing him that the decision has been made to close all petitions now, and they have received the last ones. So at this point now, after the Secretary does get all of them counted, they will have to furnish that to the state Supreme Court, which then must count the signatures and set a 10-day period to people to protest if they would like to. So chances are they could speed it up just a little bit. This might expedite things just a little, but they still feel very uncertain that it will not be on this November's ballot, but we'll watch and see if they make it or not. Folks, we got to meet the new manager for the Chickasaw Motor Inn this morning. Geneva Cole come by and to visit with us. We got her on tape, and we'll let you meet her right after this commercial message.
We're proud to be a community bank. We keep your money working here at home. Local community banks don't have to send capital out of town. We invest back in the community by making your deposits available right here for loan in Murray County. And because it's locally controlled, your community bank is more responsive to your needs as well as those of the community. That's hometown banking with your hometown friends at Sulphur Community Bank, member FDIC. It's a Showtime free preview July 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. That's right. Sit back and enjoy Showtime absolutely free. Enjoy movies, comedy, family programming, music, and more. Right now, you can buy 1 month of Showtime and get the second month free and get installation for only $10. To sign up for great savings, call 622-2575 or 369-2659. And don't miss Showtime and Harmon Cable's free preview on Channel 19, July 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. It's time to play bingo at the Chickasaw Motor Inn in Sulphur. Don't just sit there. Come and enjoy the fun of bingo every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights with mini games starting at 6:30 and our regular session at 7:30. From B1 to 075, we'll keep you hopping across your cards. The concession stand's open, so come on in and have fun playing bingo at the Chickasaw Motor Inn, West 1st and Muskogee in Sulphur.
I got to meet Virginia a couple of weeks ago, and we've been trying to get her to come in so everybody can meet her here, but she's been terribly busy over at the Chickasaw Motor Inn, getting acquainted and getting everything started the way she likes to see things run. We did get her over today, though. She gave us a real nice interview, so let's watch that now. Thank you, Neil. Geneva, let me welcome you to Channel 7 in the Murray County.
Thank you very much.
You are the new manager at the Chickasaw Motor Inn, right?
That's right. I took office the 1st of June.
Okay. You have worked for the nation now over in Ada, haven't you?
Yes, I've worked for the Chickasaw Nation for approximately 15 years in various departments there with the Chickasaw Nation. Most recently, I was the manager for the Ada Gaming Center, which is a bingo operation for the Chickasaw Nation.
What are some of the other duties that you've done for the Chickasaw Indian Nation? In 15 years, you've done quite a bit of it.
Well, I've been in various departments, like I say, but mostly in the Human Services Department. Food distribution program, the WIC program,
motel and
Well,
kept
no, I
all-
haven't had any special schooling at all for any of the jobs. I do have a degree in management and marketing, and we have a good staff there at the Motor Inn, which was already established when the previous manager was there, and mostly just to manage and give some guidance and leadership.
Well, that's good. Now, you say you were born over around...
I was born in Ross and moved to Ada, graduated from Atlanta High School.
Okay, and then you attended East Central.
I have a business degree from East Central University in Ada.
All right. But you still got all your relatives living right around the Ada area.
Ross and Ada.
Well, now you said that you had did you live over around Union City at one time, south of Ada?
No.
You never did. Okay.
No.
Does one of your relatives live over there? Or anything?
No, I don't know.
They're all right in
there.
Ada.
My relatives are from grandparents were from Stonewall.
That's what I was getting.
Right,
Yeah.
Stonewall.
Okay. Or Union City, right in that same area. And Union City and Stonewall, they moved together there pretty quick.
I don't. Union Valley.
Union
maybe?
Valley. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, Stonewall.
And then that's where you and your folks moved to Ross from there then.
Well, my parents always lived in Ross, and we moved to Ada.
Okay.
To a bigger city, you know.
Big
we
city.
moved there. But yes, and like I say, we all graduated from Atlanta High School.
Well, you've been with them 15 years. I'm sure that you was well acquainted with Overton, Mr. Overton
Oh,
James.
yes, definitely. I worked for him approximately 12 years, somewhere along there.
Have you seen him lately? I haven't seen Overton in years.
Just most recently, yes. He was over here at the Motor Inn for a meeting just within the last month or so.
Used
Doing
to,
very well.
after he retired and Mr. Anatubby took over, I'd catch him at the golf course every once in a while and get to visit with him, but I hadn't seen him in quite a while. So if you see him, tell him to drop by and see me, will you?
Surely, I most certainly will.
What are some of the things you're going to be trying to establish now over at the Motor Inn? Are you going to be making any changes that we might like to know about? Or
Well, no, not really. There won't be that many changes. We have changed the bingo operation slightly because that's what I am most familiar with is the bingo. We are trying to increase participation there and changing the programs around and just making it more comfortable for the players to come and play bingo. And we're open, 4 nights a week, so we hope to increase the players there and increase the payout, where the money can be a lot more.
Well, that'd be great. Everybody will love that,
Oh,
won't
yes,
they?
definitely. The restaurant itself, at Leland Buford, are doing a good job, and we have some good meals there. And the customers there are happy with what we've got, so there won't be any change there, definitely, for a while.
Well, Lona Barrick was working on several things for the summer months. Are y'all going to continue to do some of these things that they were trying to get organized, like the tour and down through Johnson County? And
No, not through here, I don't think, because Lona is now in public information with the Ada office, and I'm sure she'll continue that part of it from the Ada office in the headquarters department.
Well, how about the dinner theater they had going here? Is that going to be revised? Or
I don't think so, not at this time.
will Lona be doing that now over at the
She'll be in charge of tourism, public information there at headquarters.
But she could then work on something, not only for here, but for Ada and
Well, in
everywhere else.
fact, Lona has called, and we're trying to set up an actors seminar here at the Motor Inn. So, we'll still be involved to a certain extent, but Lona will be heading most of it.
Okay. Well, you won't participate in the preparation that much then, will you? That'll
No.
be strictly up to
Well,
Lona.
that's totally out of my line.
Okay.
Totally. So, Lona is really great at doing things like that and setting up, the theater type deals, and that's her, that's what she likes to do, and, that's fine.
That's great.
And
Yeah.
we'll just supply the place to have the meetings and things, and, that's...
Well, you'll be working real closely with her then.
Oh, yes,
on something
definitely,
like that.
definitely.
That's outstanding. Talking about the motel business, is business doing okay now?
Well, the business
Geneva?
has been doing real great this summer. We have been booked completely on weekends, and we've had to turn some people away. But, that's the business during the summer. And I have been really surprised how many people actually come to Sulphur for vacations, family reunions, and we've had a family at the Motor Inn this past week that has been really, really happy with the facilities there. And it's really strange because it's a couple that has some kids, and the kids will not get out of the swimming pool. So told us that she was going to go ahead and get the kids out and take them on a tour because they're from Ohio. I think they're from the state of Ohio, and they have really enjoyed being here. But today they're going to the Arbuckles and
You know, you're the only place in town that's got a swimming pool.
That's right. That's right. And we intend to keep the swimming pool as long as we can.
Oh, my goodness, yes. Neva, before you moved over, did you hear about Sulphur and Davis, Murray County, and the Chickasaw Motor Inn?
Well, I hate to say this, really. I knew where Sulphur was, but it was just a town that I went through to go to Ardmore or go somewhere else. To actually stop in Sulphur, you know, I didn't.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry that I didn't, because when I first moved here, I was really going around and seeing what was available to me here in Sulphur before I even moved here. And in Ada, I'll compare it with Ada because that's where I've always lived, we have the bowling alley and we have movies, and that's two of the things that I really enjoy doing. And I came to the bowling alley and it was closed for the summer, and that was really a shock. And I don't see a theater here, so you know everybody says well, either go to Ardmore or Norman.
Yeah,
you know.
or Ada, yeah.
So you know that's some of the things that we probably need to look into.
Well, you'll be able to bowl low this winter. And we did have a little theater here, but it just closed here recently. Yeah.
But you know, there's the park. You know, I've walked in the park and I've done other things, and around here, so there's a lot of things to do.
There really is. Murray County's got a lot of things going for it right now. You were telling me the other day when we were listening about we have a new manager over at the trading post west of Davis. Who's that individual?
Okay, we have Frida Cronister. She was originally with Goldie with our bingo operation there. She recently moved to the trading post to take over that operation there.
And she will be the manager. Now,
yes, she's
correct?
the manager there.
Now, she's got a couple of assistants, doesn't she? Don't they have a...
I think she's got shift supervisors.
Okay, yeah. So that'll be a great... We're going to try to get over and meet her. Has she moved down to the Davis
area?
Yes,
she came about the same time that I moved in.
Great.
She's staying over at the Motor Inn right now until she finds a place or decides, you know, definitely what's going to happen. So.
Well, we'll try to get with her. It's been quite a while since we've talked to any of the managers over there. Well, Geneva, we certainly like to welcome you to our area, and if we never help you in any way, just holler.
Well, I most certainly will. I appreciate you having me here.
Well, you come back and see us.
Sure. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Geneva Cole. She's a very delightful lady, folks, and if you'd like to meet her personally, just go on over to Chickasaw Motor Inn. She's usually around there somewhere. But we'll try to get her back in periodically and let her keep us updated on the things that'll be coming up over Chickasaw Motor Inn. Bill and I also got to go out west of town, right out in the middle of the hayfield this morning, and talk to a young man about 85 years old. Wished him a happy birthday, and we've got that on tape, and we'll bring it to you right after this commercial message.
Have you just completed a masterpiece and need to get it to Grandma in a hurry? Why not fax it to her with our new fax service at Mayo's Office Supply? With our fax service, you can send messages, documents, drawings, photographs, and other materials at the speed of light from anyone to anywhere in the world. More and more businesses and companies are using fax machines. So fax your drawing today to Grandma's or anywhere from Mayo's at 1010 West 2nd in Sulphur.
Billy's Giftery has always been a favorite stop for Hallmark cards and gifts. Now Billy's is offering the newest gift on the market, the collectible carousel horses, figurines, and music boxes from Willits. These finely crafted porcelain figurines are becoming a real favorite with collectors. Start your collection today at Billy's Giftery. The hallmark of Murray County is Billy's Giftery, 216 East Main in Davis. For everyday low discount prices, see Jim's Discount Foods west of Sulphur. At Jim's Discount Foods, we strive every day to be courteous and make your food dollar stretch further. We're extremely proud of our meat market and all of the services it offers. If you've never shopped with us before, stop by and check our prices. We think you'll be glad you did. At Jim's Discount Foods, we've got the team experience to make your shopping pleasant. Jim's Discount Foods west of Sulphur, home of quality meats.
Dayton Burnside, folks, did turn 85 years of age, and he works like he's a man of 35 right out in the hayfield along with his son, Bunny Burnside, and his grandson. But he's a goer. And like you can see right here on this 1953 tractor, that tractor just runs like a brand new one. But Dayton does get out and hit it every day like that. He builds fence and works around the ranch out there. In fact, they tell me he works that grandson and his son down a lot of times. He and his wife do a lot of traveling also. We got to talk with him just a little bit, though, so let's watch that now.
Dayton, let me wish you happy birthday before anything else.
Thank you, thank you.
And how old are you today now?
Well, I was born in 1905. July 16, 1905.
That makes you 85 years old, don't it? About how many hours a day do you put in, Dayton?
Oh, that's kind of a hard question to answer. Because some days it's not any, some days it's from sun to sundown, and then after it's dark.
Yeah, well, let me tell you what your son told me now. He said that you worked not only him, but you also worked the grandson down the other day, and then you and your wife got in the car and went to a race or something.
Yeah, in Salico. Well, she wanted to celebrate my birthday, so I took her to Salico.
Well, that's great. Dayton, how long have you and Viva lived here on this land?
Well, we came here to the country in 1957, I believe it was. We bought it in 56. But we started this hay meadow in 38. We first started over there what we call the bird pasture in 38, and we run cattle, and my wife, dad, and we baled hay on for that. And 280 acres, we had 50 head of cattle on it, and baled 3,000 bale of hay.
Now, a lot of people probably don't know, but you and Viva had a cafe down in Sulphur now for quite a few years.
20 years. We had a cafe there for 20 years.
Well, where was that little boy at Dayton, Bunny Burnside? Where was he born?
He was born in Sulphur. Yeah.
So he lived here all his life?
Yeah, he lived here all his life.
Is that after y'all got out of the cafe business, moved out here on the ranch?
No, you see, he went to service in 45. I believe in 44, 45. And then when he come back, we turned the cafe over to him. And then he had to go through, got married. And but we've been out here all the time.
Well, I know you still bale hay, and that's what you're doing out here on the pasture today. Baling hay is just one of the things. I know you do a lot of your own work on your vehicles. Huh?
Well, I don't work on my vehicle, but I work on my building, my houses, and it keeps busy keeping the vehicles going.
Well, now you build fence because I saw you building it.
Yeah, I build fence, but yeah.
Dayton, what do you contribute your longevity to? You must be doing something right to still be getting around as well as you do.
Oh, you mean? Well, I'm trying to live a good life, and I don't smoke, and I don't drink, and I don't do dope. So my wife and I, we're about the only two I know of. And Bunny, if it wasn't for Bunny, I don't know what we'd do.
Well, now you don't have to watch what you eat or anything, do you?
Oh no, I'm a diabetic, and I have to kind of watch that. Now take pills, and I wear a pacemaker, and I go to the doctor every once in a while, and
just to see how he's doing, don't you?
Just see how he's getting along.
Well, listen, Dayton, if you can now, if you got time, about 5 years from now, me and Neil want to come back out and wish you a happy 90th. That be okay?
That's good. Oh. Well, I tell you what, you see, my wife and I have been married 64 years, and next year, when we celebrate our 65th birthday anniversary, we're going somewhere.
Hey, let us know when that comes about, and we'll let everybody meet Viva, too, while we're all at it.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Dayton.
Yeah, thank you.
Dayton Burnside. Folks, he moved here from Bennington, Oklahoma. That's way over by Durant. His wife come over from the Panhandle, and they met right here in Sulphur, Oklahoma, and married some 37 years ago. They're going to have quite a bit of a ceremony now this next year. It's next May when they have their wedding, 37th wedding anniversary, and we'll try to get you some shots of that couple there. They're quite a pair, and I'll tell you, that guy right there is a delight to talk to. He's got a world of knowledge, and he sure is fun to visit with. Folks, we got a pretty good weather outlook coming up, too. We've got a little chance of some rain coming our way, and we've got a little cooler temperatures coming our way, but present time, that big front stalled out right up north of us. We got all that ready for you, and we'll bring it to you right after this commercial message.
Everything you need for pet, lawn, and garden can be found at Stillwater Milling in Davis. We have a wide array of flowers and vegetable seeds and seedlings. Stillwater Milling is known for great prices on A&M pet foods and supplies. Our yard is filled with everything for your fencing needs, including feeders and sprayers for your lawn and garden. We carry high-quality, durable products such as lacrosse, insulated boots, and Carhartt coveralls and jackets. Stillwater Milling, 200 South A in Davis.
And from the movie Days of Thunder come the Thunder Racers from Hardee's. Only 99 cents each with any purchase. Collect all four. And collect Days of Thunder cups with any 32-ounce drink. They're available for a limited time only. Capture the thunder at Hardee's.
For just about anything you need, stop by Bill & Lloyd's at the corner of West 2nd and Broadway. Lloyd sharpens just about anything and repairs items you thought couldn't be fixed. The best lawnmower shop is right here with new and used tillers, lawnmowers, and chainsaws. You'll also find appliances like TVs, freezers, refrigerators, washers, and dryers. We're sure to help on household repairs with many hardware and household items. Next time you could use a little help in whatever it is you're doing, stop by Bill & Lloyd's for the best in service.
Couple items we need to update you on before we go into the weather, folks. They are going to have their Peach Festival now tomorrow over at Stratford. It all kicks off about 10 o'clock in the morning with the horse show. Then they'll have the money in the jar come around 10:30 or about at 10 o'clock, and then rolling pin throws will be about 11. They're going to have a lot of free ice cream, and that'll be given away about 2 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. Then they got their ugly dog contest and the best dressed dog contest. That'll be at 3 o'clock tomorrow. So turn out over at Stratford and enjoy a lot of fun over there during their Peach Festival. I understand they got a lot of peaches this year over there, too. Also tonight now, we're going to have our big dance for the Davis and Sulphur High School youngsters. It's going to be at the Sulphur High School cafeteria, and it does kick off at 8:30, and it will go till midnight, and it will be chaperoned by a lot of folks. So there'll be a lot of good entertainment there tonight for the youngsters. It is $3 each, but that includes the refreshments. So that will kick off tonight now at the high school cafeteria right here in Sulphur, 8:30. You must be a high school student to attend that. Well, sunrise here in Maury County is about 8:33 or 6:33 this time of the year, and setting about 8:34. And we've got a cold front that's stationary right there along the northern border of Oklahoma, as you can see on this Sulphur Community Bank. And it's been there for about the last 9 hours, and it's just been kind of stalled out. There is a pretty big system building over Utah at this time, and they say when that thing gets big enough and starts moving southeast, it's going to push that front on across the state of Oklahoma, and that will probably be Monday the way it looks right now. But until then, tonight we're going to be partly cloudy and mild. It's going to be around 70 degrees, south wind 5 to 10. We are in the chance of the pop-up type showers now of about 30%. And then tomorrow, partly cloudy, going up to about 94. South-southwest winds about 10 to 15, and it'll go down to about 72 Saturday night. We're still in that chance of rain, about 30%. And then Sunday, partly cloudy, about 94, 73 at night. And we are diminishing just a little bit for our chances of rain on Sunday, down to about 20. But then Monday, when that front does get kicked loose and starts on down our way, our chances for rain increases. And it will continue to be partly cloudy both Monday and Tuesday, and the temperatures will be lower now. If and when that front moves across us, it will drop our temperatures probably down into the low or mid-80s, around 85 to 87, somewhere along in there for the highs, and down into the high 60s for lows during the Monday and Tuesday when, like I say, when that front does move on through. Folks, that's about all the time we got for today. Channel 7 News and BJ Fields. Thanks for watching.